Hey, welcome back. We were talking about when a person has to say Shema, and the answer that we're working with is that a person has to say Shema during this range of time. And this range of time is clearly talking about the evening. And then Rabbi Gamliel um, uses something about this range to make it easier to say the Shema in case you missed it. Um, so Rabbi Gamliel, he had a job to make sure there's Jewish continuity after the destruction of the temple and the start of the exile. So Rabbi Gamliel wanted people to stick with the commandments during this difficult time, and I think that he was concerned that if a person misses, he's late on saying the evening Shema, and then he doesn't say it at all, and this happens a few times, he may decide to not say Shema at all. He may just stop saying Shema. So Rabbi Gamliel was very inventive, and he found a creative way to make a ruling that let people have more leniency and let them say the evening Shema, even if they miss the evening and you're already in dawn. As long as you haven't hit dawn yet, you can say it. You could say Rabbi Gamliel was a big believer in consistency and the importance of consistency. So now let's continue, and we're going to encounter some more opinions. These will be anonymous opinions, so it will be just like the Gemara speaking. Now these other opinions, they don't focus in on the particulars of the range, and they take a step back and they say, well, why do we have this range in the first place? Why do we have a range that takes place during the evening? Because there's a morning Shema too. Why don't you start with the morning Shema? And the Gemara then gives some reasons why maybe you would start with the evening Shema instead of the morning Shema. So what's the relationship between morning and evening? And the relationship between morning and evening is that they are adjacent to each other. They're next to each other. Morning becomes evening, evening becomes morning. So we look in the Torah to see where else is evening and morning adjacent to each other, literally in the text. And it so happens that in the book of Deuteronomy, the verse that we recite when we say the Shema, it says, you'll talk about these words when you lie down and when you rise. So there's a reason to base your ruling on why you want to teach the evening Shema first, and that tells you that the oral law follows the written law, that the Talmud follows the Torah. Another example in the Torah of when you have evening and morning, right next to each other, is in Genesis, which is not in the book of Deuteronomy. We're not talking about Shema. We're just talking about the creation of the world. And the evening was created first. So that's another reason to maybe teach the evening Shema first. And that teaches you that the written law follows the natural law. Nature is like the way things are. Which is, if you're going to get a book from the Creator, it's got to talk about the creation. At least part of it has to talk about the creation, which is a very significant thing to say, that you're going to learn something because it's based on the truth of the way things really are. the Talmud follows the Torah follows the way things actually are. Some people have a question about halakha, like, is halakha just arbitrary, or does it follow some sort of order, some sort of truth that exists, like, up there? At any rate, these are fascinating arguments, but we later on in the Talmud, they teach something about the morning Shema before the evening Shema. So we're kind of like back to our original question. Why is now is the morning Shema being taught before the evening Shema? And the Talmud gives this answer. It says, well, he's already dealing with the morning Shema, so he might as well just talk about everything there's to know about the morning Shema and then get back to the evening Shema. Anyway, I don't know how I don't know what to make of that response, but